We have the Vortex Climb battle set. It is time to rise up. So for this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Vortex Climb battle set. And I do got to say this right off the bat. It is a huge thanks to Hasbro for supplying the Vortex Climb battle set. Obviously, a disclaimer right there. They are the ones that sent it to me. This set does look very, very cool. It comes with Golden Judgement Dragon and Prime Apocalypse A5 as well. This stadium, you can actually customize it, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen that in a while when it's come to Beyblade Burst. I think in this specifically, it's something that is new for how it works and everything. So obviously, you got the amazing box art with Golden Judgement Dragon, or technically it'd be Dragon and HYPERFLUX, attacking Prime Apocalypse. Prime Apocalypse is right there, and there's a few interesting things to talk about. The two bladers there, bays are there. So yeah, two ways to battle. There's the normal way without the little extra green add-on piece, and then after with it. So let's take a look around it, just to go over. We've got this side of the box, which basically just says, okay, it comes with Golden Judgement Dragon, Prime Apocalypse, launchers, the stadium. Also download the app. So yeah, there's different ways to battle. There is drop in to do victory, there is speed up and accelerate, and there is climb and attack. So going over the parts now that are on the back that we have here. Golden Judgement Dragon has, I believe, what is it, triple? I'm pretty sure. And bullet number 1, which the bullet number 1's in gold. It has equal stats for 3-3. Prime Apocalypse is actually not an infinite lock bay or the burst prevention system, or whatever you really want me to call it. So instead of, because this is Hypersphere, right? So the original Apocalypse had this whole infinite lock system where basically you had to hit this point if you wanted to make it burst, right?
How very unfortunate. You see, Apocalypse possesses a superior defense system that prevents bursts.
Did you say a burst prevention system?
It can rotate 360 degrees, absorbing any and all attacks without bursting.
This time around, what they did is that they made the Prime base customizable and the chip customizable. So you could have Apocalypse on Golden Judgement or the Dragon chip on Prime. It's a little bit more interesting just seeing that. Just the zero disc, there is no dagger frame, and it comes with Reboot H. Or Ultimate Reboot H, or whatever it's called. Yeah. The stats for Apocalypse are 1 and 5. Yeah, runtime dropping frequency on that one's crazy. If you look at the stadium, you can see there's the normal version. There's one with customization, then after one without. I'm curious to see how it's going to perform both ways. I do gotta say though, if I do use the stadium for videos, I might just keep this little add-on. Alright, we're going to be going over the base part by part. We, of course, first have the Golden Judgement Dragon, technically just Dragon and HYPERFLUX. As far as paint applications go, not bad at all. Not bad at all, considering how this looks and everything. I was a wee bit worried for the Gold Turbo, or excuse me, HYPERFLUX, but if you compare it, pretty good job. Pretty good job. Pretty much nailed it for how TT would do it and paint it. It looks nice. Also, I guess it makes sense now why they would pair up the Dragon chip and the Joker base. Simply because they have the same weight of ZAN, so it's similar, I guess, so it would make a lot of sense for the pairing. Plus, now you can have Joker and HYPERFLUX. The chip itself, I will show it off. I want to see the slopes. Let me actually move this to the side. If you want to see the slopes for it, let's see if I can get this focused. Yeah. The Dragon chip, as this gets back in focus, looks fine. Looks fine. Now we've got next up the Judgment base. So the Judgment base looks, the paint and everything looks fine. You actually got a proper this time where actually the edges are a different gold, like a metallic gold, than the other base is just like the regular gold. And the weight even looks nice. That's paint, but obviously the plastic one that's molded in. We've got the disc of triple. It's okay. It's a random combination, whatever I guess. We have got Bullet Hypersphere, which is bullet number 1. It does look nice with the gold. Looks nice. I don't think I remember the last time we got a gold recolor. So all together now, I will assemble this, and then after I will get out Apocalypse, then after get the scale. So all together now, when you look at the actual Golden Judgement Dragon, it does look nice. It does look nice when it's assembled. This is a side view, just to give it. So we're gonna move on next to Prime Apocalypse A5. You actually have the other one to compare, so this will be a little bit fun. The Apocalypse base is Prime, which is so interesting. So I want to go with this one first. So you can actually put other right spin chips on it. So for an example, you can have Prime Devilos. It's kind of cool. It's a little bit interesting. As far as how the base is, like for how it connects and how it feels when you are sliding it, feels all right. I don't really think I have any complaints in that regard. But let's get some other bays to put it on there just to give an example of the customization that it has. I actually have the Spryzen chip with me, so we can make Prime Spryzen. It's gonna be a little bit cool. Look at that! You can have Prime Spryzen by switching the chip on there. Pretty cool. So I'm gonna get that, and then after we'll get Union. So for an example, for the Achilles chip, you can have Prime Achilles. And then after for the Apocalypse chip, you could have Lord Apocalypse. Or you could have Venom Apocalypse. Or you could have Union Apocalypse. The possibilities are up to you for how you want to customize it. As far as the slopes, just taking a look at the chip, the slopes seem decent. They're just like, I would say, really one of the more normal slopes. It's not really weak when you're sliding it, so that is a positive. So obviously when you have the Apocalypse chip like this, they're interesting compared to the original TT one that never had it, which, you know, when we're comparing it, it's kind of got, I'm just trying to see, it's kind of got almost all of it. I guess these parts here, where the kind of crown of it extends, because obviously they got to modify it for the chip to get this to the center. So they got the detail really for this part here, even the red part. Yeah, it's just if you're wondering why there's these parts here, it's because of how, that's how all the chips work. They have those little hole things there. Just to address it. People don't think I'm not going to address it. Well, when it's spinning, I'm not going to really notice it. When it's not spinning, I guess I'll notice it. But yeah, other than that, Prime base, just trying to see. So I guess this part was made thick there. It's kind of interesting just seeing this. Let me get the focus on... I'm not even on... I'm focusing mostly on this because this is like such a big thing for the bay. The attack points like that. How the base is. So I do want to just check something. I know it probably can't work. I just wanted to see what would happen. I am super curious. Can you put this on or? Okay, you technically could, but I don't know if we'd count it. Let me try to get this thing on. So technically, you could get this on. Technically, but you can't slide it, so you pretty much just have it like this. Kind of a cool thing, to be honest. I didn't even think you could do that. Okay. Well, I mean, you can't really get it all the way. You have to have it on the edges, but that is kind of cool. So when you compare it to Lair, they have to do modifications on this, obviously, because they are converting it to an actual Hypersphere form. The other parts, just to go over, Reboot and Reboot H. If somebody can tell me what the differences are on the symbols, tell me. I'm not too sure. Symbols look pretty close, to be honest. And yeah, that is the shape of Reboot H. They did kind of get Ultimate Reboot's shape and everything, so a fair play to that. Nothing special, just the 0 disc, just no dagger frame. Let's slide this together to see how much it... Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. So let me get the other Apocalypse. Let me get the other Apocalypse together. So when you get it all together now, pretty much get that. Let's get the scale. Dragon chip is about 3.11. Judgment is about 8.45. Triple 18.82. Then after, when you get the bullet, Hypersphere 8.28. Altogether now you get it at about 38 grams. Then after, for Apocalypse, 8.58 for the base. The chip is 3.41. This 0 is about 23. Reboot H is 8.62. Now altogether now, oh, also PT1, I guess. Put it in there. 11.96 versus, I'm guessing, what, 26? Yeah, because obviously there's the metal there. Nothing too unexpected so far, if I'll be honest. Let's see how Apocalypse is. TT1 is about 60 grams, so I'm guessing we'll probably get maybe around 40 on this one. So I do just want to throw in the dagger frame just on the Hasbro one, just to see how much the combined weight is. So with the Hasbro one, the combined weight with dagger frame is about 46, so you're looking at about 14 grams of a difference. So yeah, that's kind of it. I want to take a look at the stadium now, because I want to use the stadium in the 2 states that you can have it in. So we got the stadium set up before you put the green base. Other stuff to mention, obviously, it does come with 2 little launchers. This add-on piece, the green part, it's very easy to get on. You just put that piece there, and then after, put these little things there and you add it on. Very, very easy to do. No real difficulty, to be honest. So if you're wondering if it's hard to assemble this, no. You can see the little walls right there. I have my other camera set up on the other side. Big walls are obviously just there for when you have the green add-on piece of the stadium. Let's get a different perspective on the other side, so you can kind of see and get an idea. So with how these bays are supposed to travel, you can see in the path that they're kind of trying to go through. Kind of trying to get it the best. You can kind of see the reflection on there, but nothing we can really do. But yeah, you can see the bays supposed to travel around like that. Anyways, you know, let's try to do a test launch with both of these to see how these are going to ride in the stadium, because it is the new stadium with a unique shape. So now look at it go around. That's kind of cool. Look at how it goes around in the stadium. So, kind of interesting. I actually want to test it out with other bays after, but Let's get it through this shot here so you can actually see me going around. Let's do another test launch. So yeah, these pretty much are going to ride around very effectively. All right, let's get the bay. I have to get the other one. Is it on the other side? Yeah, I'm gonna go find Apocalypse now. There it is. All right, let's do a test launch with Apocalypse. I'm actually very curious to see how this is gonna go. Yeah, you can see how many times it actually goes around and everything. That's actually really cool. Oh, these actually go up in the air?
There's no such thing as an unburstable bay!
Oh, double burst! That is another burst finish. You see what I mean? Another double burst. That's awesome. So don't worry, there are pockets, by the way, in this stadium. Only really in these two areas. Let me see if I can get it on the other side. Yeah, now you can see it. Yeah, there's two pockets here. Pretty effective. Let's try Apocalypse against like some other bays in this stadium. Got Venom Devilos. So that is a cool thing. So you're gonna notice Devilos really took advantage of that stadium and delivered some very cool hits up in the air and everything. More than anything, I think that's what's gonna matter. Yeah, so you really gotta... Look at that, obviously it'd be Apocalypse. But even bays like Devilos, which you would expect, oh, maybe it would lose right away. No! If it takes advantage of the stadium, it can really do crazy stuff. Let's do Lord Spryzen. Okay, so I got this little add-on piece. So just to show on the other side, that's how it'll look. So that's also why we have the walls so high up here, because of this little add-on piece. I do want to redo the test launches because now it's a different setting. I want to see how they actually go around. So a perfect shot there. So if people were worried for some reason that, oh, it seemed too excessive, it won't work because of the design, no, it actually works. Look. And especially for the battles that you'll have with this stadium, it's gonna be fun. Let's try Apocalypse. So for the most part, you should pretty much get in this area, but on the off chance you might get there, you might go there. Because how these Hypersphere bays are, you should almost never get stuck there. So we pretty much get the idea. So I'm gonna get this stuff ready for battles now. We'll set up like this. See what happens. So again, utilizing the stadium to your advantage is really what's gonna matter. See, it goes around like that. See if I can do a hard launch, try to get them both going on this area. See, that is cool. That is cool. You can't tell me that it's not cool. Come on. Let's, okay, that's on this side. So let's get it on this side now. There you go. I'm on the right camera now. That's cool, huh? This stadium is so sick, man. This stadium is sick. It's so cool with how it works. So I should say this is really meant for the Hypersphere bays. And the thing I do like about this stadium is that the stadium is able to utilize the whole Hypersphere gimmick like effectively. So I just want to try out this. I want to try out some other bays. Oh my god, it actually went so fast I couldn't even catch it there for a second. Let's try Union Achilles. So pretty much all these bays should be able to go around very easily. That is awesome. That's awesome. Woo! Yeah, how these bays go around is crazy. I feel like the stadium's gonna get a lot of scratches with how much I'm gonna use it. I actually want to use this quite a bit. I do want to try out some other bays just for the fun of it on this stadium. The stadium's a lot of fun. Like, I'm actually enjoying this quite a bit. Because pretty much we've only had... We now have 3 different variations of the Hypersphere Stadium as of this video. We got the original one in the set, the orange one, and now this one. Awesome. I want to try a left bay like zone. I want to see what happens when you do lefts in this stadium. Oh my god. That's awesome. So opposite spin battles are going to be actually a lot of fun. Okay, so now is the Fated Battle. The one that we gotta do, because if we didn't do it, it wouldn't make any sense. Against Prime Apocalypse TT. Let's see how it does. We can now thank the stadium for now making sure that Apocalypse can't lose. Can't lose! Oh wow, that's kind of, I didn't even, wow. So even a bay like, wow, so even Takuratami, so even normal bays can go around. That wasn't even on purpose. What? Let me take off, actually I'll keep it on. I'll keep it on. It's not all the time, but that is actually kind of cool. This stadium's awesome, man. This stadium's awesome. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Let me get these. So, overall thoughts on this stadium, just to end it off with, pretty good. This is a very good stadium. I had my doubts. It seems the Hypersphere base can work very effectively in this stadium. I don't really see that much of an issue. They pretty much go around, like, they're mostly here. They're mostly here, but they do travel there quite a bit. So, is there anything I'm forgetting? Let's see if I can get this off. So if you're gonna ask me, is this stadium worth picking up? I would say, so even if you don't like the Hypersphere base, I think normal base can kind of work all right. If you don't really care about, okay, whatever, you wanna know what, I just wanna try to see how good is it with Hypersphere. This stadium is very, very effective with Hypersphere. The bays actually work hand in hand together. It's not just like it doesn't work. So, yeah, for that reason, I would say if it's for pure Hypersphere, this stadium's a lot of fun, and I would recommend it in that regard. Let me just get back there. Yeah, the code's right there. I just realized that. So let me just get the codes for the other one. So if you want to scan the stadium, if you didn't already get it in the app for some reason, there it is. Let me get the other ones. Enjoy it. Would love if I could get credited for it, obviously. So please give credit since I am the first one to do this review. There you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Apocalypse, you know, no infinite lock, but at least now we can have some cool combinations. I'm really more intrigued with this stadium. This stadium is like the most interesting thing ever because, you know, I like how, this is something I am going to be honest with. I do like how with the stadium, because I was worried, okay, what if also the green piece is the only thing that really makes the stadium, you know, all right to use, and the other form of battling doesn't really work too well. No, even without the green add-on piece, the battles are still fun, they still work. I think if anything, this is a testament to how in the previous Slingshot lineup, they weren't really able to completely get the Slingshot gimmicks working with the rails, but this time around, they were able to get the Hypersphere bays working super effectively with the Hypersphere Stadium. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section as well. Let me know your thoughts on what battles do you want to see. I personally want to do a lot of the anime stuff in here. This is an amazing stadium. And again, huge thanks to Hasbro for sending this to me to do my review. I am very excited to be reviewing future Hypersphere products just because I want to see what are they going to do next with the stadium, for how the bays are going to perform. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day.